the channels that work great and build trust with the CIOs. I would first say that personal brands of some of your experts and thought leadership in general. For example, you can choose some bright and interesting experts from your company and start developing their personal brand on LinkedIn, using, of course, also conferences, media, and so on. So it's an activity between, I believe, on the intersection between marketing and PR. So, and it works great because if CIOs and other IT leaders, they can see that you have strong experts who can talk deep on the topics. So in this case, of course, trust is built. Then the second channel, I would say, is communities, of course, because I believe that, here, I think Global CIO is a great example of these kind of communities, because I believe that communities are the future, actually. And I so believe in this trend right now, because communities, especially in this all AI generated world where, for example, articles, posts, and everything feels artificial. Of course, it depends on the execution, but still it feels artificial a lot. And people, they are just seeking for some just human-to-human communication and relationships, just normal relationships with other people. And I believe that if you build your own community, or you integrate into some existing communities like Global CIO, I think it gives you more opportunities just to build relationships with CIO without the advertising something, without marketing messages, but just real human-to-human and professional, of course, as well, relationships with them. So that's why I think that this is the also important, very important channel to work with CIOs. And the third one, actually, maybe influencers, but not just influencers in classic view. I mean, that's, for example, some people with many followers who are just talking about some topics. I believe that influencers, in this case, should be some practitioners who work in some similar companies, just usual practitioners. And if, for example, and they are not like, they don't have an official influencer title, right? And they don't have producers or something like that. And they are just normal people working in the companies. And if you integrate your message, or, for example, mentioning your product or service into their content, it looks very natural. And this is how people could also trust you, because if these people, if it's an influencer, of course, everybody expects that they have promotional content and they don't trust it so much already. But if it's a usual professional, in this case, I believe that it's, of course, not so easy to work with these kind of influencers, because they are not professional influencers. But if you can do it, I believe that this is an amazing channel, and it feels more trustworthy comparing to usual influencers, professional influencers, I would say. Yeah, that's it from my side.
Thank you. Yeah, and I would add that one thing that so far, I would say, for the time being, will not, where we like AI will not replace people, the humans, is responsibility and accountability. You know, AI is not responsible for the answers, of course, and creating this responsible, you know, their reputation. So really, really help to build the trust. And people build the trust. Of course, some people build the trust with ChatGPT automatically, but mostly when it comes to very complex cases, very big decisions and big budgets, all the people, all the leaders, of course, use many sources for decision making, many sources of information, and of course, vendors should be reliable, should be responsible and accountable, and this is humans.
Thank you. Thank you. Responsibility is a great point in this trust topic, and Olga, thank you very much for your kind words about our community and the idea of community. Yes, it's